Hello, my name is Tonya. I'm actually here for the event. The event is so wonderful, as in a very nice place for you to get your networking and all. So I'm here and the representative of Evendi app. So Evendi is actually a website that you go to Sapiri and check out the amazing vendors we have on our website, whereby we provide vendors for you for your event, like photographers, caterers, event planners, decorators and all. So we recommend that you go to your website and you check www.evendi.com and check out our amazing features. And the exciting thing that about our app is you can actually sign up as a vendor or you can sign up as a user.
My name is Stephen Oyebode. I am one of the co-founders of Move. This is my other co-founder. At Move, we believe that healthcare is a combination of two things. It's a combination of sick care on one end and healthcare. Traditional health insurance companies already today provide some form of cover for sick care, but no one is thinking about you when you are well, because we need people to think about you when you are well to prevent you from falling ill. So we built a platform that uses artificial intelligence and many other things to ensure that we are able to provide tools for you to become to prevent you from falling ill. But we also have health insurance to ensure that when you, or if and when you fall ill, we also have covers for you. And our covers are very affordable. We have plans ranging from individual plans to corporate plans. We allow, right now, anybody can go to movehealth.com, MEUVU health.com, and you can have access to our web app for free. Take a spin, test out our AI, tell us what went wrong, if anything goes wrong, but we think you are going to have a blast. Thank you very much.
If you guys are not going to clap for me, you can clap for yourselves. It's beautiful to see great minds here today. My name is Ambrose Ebukar. I'm a Forex. Is that how you clap for yourself? So the first step I made towards becoming a Forex trader was to attend a conference like this. I'm not going to start if you guys don't clap for yourselves. Come on. Oga, clap for yourself. Clap. I'm not seeing your hand. See, clap. Okay, so the first step I made towards becoming a Forex trader was attending a conference. I never knew anything about Forex. I just got a notification on my phone, and it was an invitation to attend a Forex class. And I attended, and from there, everything went on and on and on. Today, we're going to look at unleashing the power of Forex trading. I've been told I have only 30 minutes, but I'm used to managing, so I think I can do this. So aside making profits, I know you guys, when you hear Forex trading, the first thing that comes into your mind is money. There are other benefits to Forex trading, and that has to do with, understanding about world economies, the relative strength and weakness of different currencies, and also personal development. I was at a conference last month, and I talked about, it was the Money Move conference, and I told them that trading puts like a mirror in front of you. It shows you a reflection of yourself. So if you're a very greedy person, you would know when you trade. If you're an impatient person, you would also know when you trade. But we're going to look at trading, an introduction to Forex trading, and I would also talk to you guys about the tools that we have at OctaFX that can help you make the best profitable trading decisions. Okay, in this era of digital developments and global connectivity, the Forex market offers an intriguing opportunity for individuals who are interested in both technology and finance. And if you're interested in technology, obviously, you would want money, so pay attention. As a tech enthusiast, you should already have an advantage, and your aptitude for data analysis, automation, and algorithmic techniques can significantly improve your trading experience. You can enter the industry or the Forex industry where cutting-edge technologies and data-driven insight and also high-speed transactions converge by combining your technical abilities with the dynamics of the foreign exchange market. And by dynamic, I'm talking about the fluctuations of movements. We all know that the price dollar was relative to Naira is not the same thing it is right now. So that's the fluctuation we're talking about. Today, we're going to explore the fundamentals of Forex trading, the role of technology in the Forex market, and I'll provide you with the knowledge and skills you need to navigate this constantly evolving landscape. Obviously, we're not going to learn everything about Forex today, but like an introduction, you'd get to understand some basics. So when you go out and someone is talking about Forex, you can easily understand the terms that are being used and you can get started. Sorry, next slide, please. Okay, it's been grouped into 5 sessions. And just to help you understand better, we'll look at a brief introduction of the Forex market. We'll talk about currency risk management, and this has to do with the general currency risk management, not just for Forex trading alone. We'll look at titans in the Forex market, how diverse industries leverage the Forex market to drive financial growth. We'll also look at the OctaFX tools, unique ones that you can use for enhanced trading. And if we have like 5 minutes left, I can take any questions from any one of you. Okay. Understanding the Forex market is the biggest and most liquid financial market in the world. And when we're talking about most liquid and financial markets, we're looking at a market that has a day trading volume of $6.6 trillion. So what we mean by that is every day, at least $6.6 trillion is being transacted in the Forex market. So there's enough money for you to grab from. Forex refers to the buying and selling of different currencies. I think by now everybody knows that. And by making it possible for companies, governments, and individuals to exchange one currency for another, it serves as a major tool for facilitating international trade and investment. So basically, this is like a general introduction of Forex. What we do with online trading is that we speculate on the units. So for example, you have Naira to dollar at, for example, 450. I know it's not 450, but before you get from 450 to 451, there's going to be 450.01, 450.02. So those units are what we trade in the Forex market. We leverage on that to make a profit. And I'll go into details as we go to the next slide. Okay, like I said, brief introduction on how you can understand the Forex market. And the first we're going to start with is market participants. Now, the Forex market is a decentralized market, and by that we mean it doesn't have like a central office where it's being operated from. It's decentralized. And it's open every day of the week, 24 hours a day. Now, when you hear about Forex, you will know that, okay, on Saturday and Sunday, you can't trade the financial market. But with OctaFX, you can trade on the weekends. You can trade digital currencies during the weekends. That's why we said open every day of the week. So central banks and commercial banks, financial institutions, businesses, governments, speculators, and individual trades are among all the participants. That's why the money or the total amount being traded every day in the financial market or in the Forex market is at $6.6 trillion. But it doesn't mean that online trading is 6.6. Online trading is about 2 point something trillion dollars. And then we have currency pairs, which is the basic instrument that has been traded in the market. So when you want to start trading, the first thing you'd get to learn is currency pairs, because obviously that's what we trade, right? And then you can go on to learn about trading gold, other metals like silver, trading stocks and indices, US 30, all that. So to depict the exchange rate between two currencies, currencies are always traded in pairs. The Euro-USD currency pair, for instance, contrasts the euro with the US dollar. And that's why we have two currencies that are being paired together to make a pair. A good illustration is going to be like your pair of shoes, right? So if you have one left foot, it can't make a pair. You have to get your left foot and your right foot, and then it comes together to make a pair. And that's why you have currency pairs like Euro-USD, you have the pound, dollar, two currencies, because for every currency you buy in the Forex market, you're selling the other one. And for every currency you sell, you're buying the other one. Next slide, please. And we also have market dynamics, like I explained earlier, that has to do with monetary policies, market sentiment, geopolitical events, and some economic indicators like GDP, consumer price index, all these things. And that's why I said earlier, when you want to start trading, it's not just about money, 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 money. You're going to learn about the unemployment rate of a country, the strength and weakness of these countries and how it affects their currencies. And that's going to influence your decision to know which particular currency you want to buy and which particular currency you want to sell. Making wise trading selections requires an understanding of these variables. You need to understand about geopolitical events. You need to understand about these economic indicators I mentioned earlier, the gross domestic product, the price index, consumer confidence, all these things. And we show you guys these things at OctaFX. When I get to the section where I talk about the tools we have, I would explain how you can get the reports of these geopolitical events and all these economic indicators as well. And then you understand how they can affect currency values. We also have bid and ask price, which are the two prices for each currency pair. Now, I'm going to just give you an illustration of what bid and ask price looks like. So if I go to the bank and I tell them I want to buy $100, they can sell $100 to me at $460. But when I want to sell $100, they can buy from me at $455. So that's what we mean by bid and ask price. There are two different prices, right? One is the price that the broker would sell to you, and one is the price that the broker will buy for you. So in Forex, if you want to place a buy trade, you're going to be placing your buy at the ask price. And if you want to place a sell trade, you're going to be placing your sell trade at the bid price. So two different prices in Forex. And the fifth factor, the fifth thing that you would need to understand about Forex trading is leverage and margin. Now, leverage enables traders to control greater position with a lesser amount of money. That's why when you go online, you see traders that are saying, oh, I made $100,000 with $10,000. I turned my $100 to, is the power of leverage. So with leverage, what the broker does is, the broker is going to give you an advantage to buy and sell more units of a currency. So if I have, for example, $1,000 I want to trade, I can use the broker's leverage to trade up to 100,000 units of a currency. So it's going to look like I'm trading $100,000. And we also have the trading sessions in Forex, and this has to do with time zone. So in Nigeria, work starts. What time does work start in Nigeria? When I mean work, I'm talking about banks. So when you go to the bank, when do they open? You guys don't go to the bank. How do you get money? 8 a.m. Good. So you know that 8 a.m. in Nigeria is not going to be the same as 8 a.m. in New York. And it's not going to be the same as 8 a.m. in Japan. So that's why we have trading sessions, and they are grouped into 4 sessions. We have the Asian session, the New York session, the London session. We have the Sydney session as well. So these sessions are separated, or they have to do with the working times of these zones. So for example, in New York, the New York session opens at 1 p.m. Nigerian time, but obviously that's like 8 a.m. in America, right? And you can take advantage of these sessions to make your work flexible. That's why you have traders that are working and they can still trade. So when you take advantage of these trading sessions, you can go to work maybe 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. you're back, and you can still trade the New York session because it's going to be active. So that way I can be flexible. I can decide to trade at 12 p.m. in the night because the Tokyo session is going to be open, right? The next one we'll look at is trading platforms, which is the app, the trading app. So for you to access the market, you need to have an application, you need to have a trading account, right? And these trading platforms are offered by brokers, and they're used to perform most of the electronic Forex trading. So you're going to get access to the liquidity providers by your broker. The broker provides a trading account for you, support functions. At OctaFX, we go ahead to provide educational resources. So we just help you, okay, you want to trade, we have everything you need to trade, but we also have experts that would take you by the hand, and that's what every one of us needs. We need someone to take us by the hand and teach us exactly how to make the best profitable trading decisions. I'll talk about the tools that we have as we get to the next session. And the last thing we'll talk about is risk management in Forex, which is an essential part of Forex trading. So risk management is essential in Forex trading because it includes all forms of trading. To reduce possible losses, traders use a variety of tactics, including placing stop-loss orders, using the appropriate position sizing, and engaging in disciplined trading. So when I came here earlier, I said something about Forex. I said Forex is going to put a mirror in front of you. Yeah, you can go to the next slide. So Forex is going to put a mirror in front of you. It's like a reflection of yourself. So if you're someone that likes fast-paced things, you like to get your results fast, you're going to know that with Forex. If you're a greedy person, you would know. If you're indisciplined, Forex is just going to like put a reflection of yourself in front of you. And every trader is going to go through that. When you start trading, you start to see, okay, some things are like this, some things are complicated, and that's why we have the educational section in OctaFX where you can communicate with expert traders, and we teach you exactly how to go through all of that. So let's look at currency risk management. This refers to the methods and procedures employed by individuals or businesses in order to lessen the possible negative consequences of changes in exchange rates. It involves determining and assessing the risk connected to fluctuations in currency exchange rates. And in online trading, as Forex traders, we don't only implement some of these currency risk management strategies I'm going to tell you about. We also have some extra tweaks to it that makes you make the best profitable trading decisions as well. Can we go to the next slide? And the first one is hedging, right? Like I said, this is like for everybody, for every business. It can be for you as an individual. You don't even have to be a trader to implement these risk management strategies. Now, to protect yourself against potential losses from unfavorable currency movements, hedging involves taking positions or engaging into financial contracts. To reduce its exposure to currency risk, a company can, for instance, use forward contracts, future contracts, options, or currency swaps. They can safeguard themselves from unfavorable currency movements by locking in exchange rates in advance. How many of us use AliExpress or all this online shopping? So you see that, I don't know about now, but at the time I was using AliExpress, when Nigerian cards were like $100 limits per month, the charge was like 450 naira per dollar. And even when the rates increased in Nigerian banks, they are still charging at the same thing. They've locked in the exchange rate in advance. But I think by now it has changed and it has increased a little bit. So let's look at netting. Now, netting is the process of combining and balancing cash flows in several currencies. By reducing the requirements for currency conversion, this strategy lowers the exposure to currency risk as a whole. Next slide, please. And we also have diversification as another method of managing your risk or managing currency risk. And this has to do with, spreading your balance, right? Risk is distributed across many currencies when you diversify your portfolio alongside or across different currencies. Individuals and corporations, companies can lessen their exposure to the swings of any one currency by maintaining a portfolio of different currencies. And with digital trading or crypto trading, if there are crypto traders here, you would know what I'm talking about, diversification, because then you can create a portfolio with different coins and different digital currencies as well. We also have forecasting currency changes, and this can help you or companies in making well-informed decisions about currency risk management plans. And this has to do with looking at the reports, like I said, GDP. You can look at the unemployment rate. You can look at the economy of a particular country. Like there was a time where we had the Prime Minister of London change, and at that time, you saw how drastically the price or how negative the currency of UK, which is the pound, how it fell during the time the Prime Minister of London was changed. We saw that fall, which as traders, we took advantage of that, because when you see that the economy is going down, what happens to the currency? The currency falls, and what do you do to that currency? You sell. Next slide, please. Okay, we also have currency risk monitoring, and this also goes in line with forecasting. So while you're forecasting what's going to happen next, you can also monitor the currency and see, is it doing well? Is the economy doing well? Is it expanding? Is it contracting? This is going to give you an idea of what's going to happen to the value of that currency. So to quickly detect and evaluate potential hazards, it's crucial to regularly monitor currency markets and exposure. This is going to help you in modifying hedging plans or taking the required steps to properly manage currency risk. And in online trading, what we normally do is we reduce the amount of units of a currency we want to buy just to minimize risk. We also use a moderate risk to reward ratio, and this can apply for any business. A risk to reward ratio can apply for any business. It doesn't really have to be forex trading. You need to be aware of what you want to risk and what your reward is going to be in that business. Okay, let's move to the next topic. Okay, in this section, we're going to look at the titans in the forex market. So I'm going to be very brief so that I can take any questions so we can have some time. And we're going to look at how diverse industries leverage the forex market to drive financial growth. And we have the e-commerce and cross-border trade, where many e-commerce businesses rely on international suppliers and customers. And by leveraging on the forex market, they optimize their currency exchange rates, mitigate currency risk, and expand their customer base globally. For example, a company like Amazon can use forex trading strategies to manage its international operations and ensure a competitive pricing across different markets. We also have Shopify that integrates with various forex providers and payment gateways to offer optimized currency conversions for merchants and their customers. And this is going to facilitate cross-border transaction. Next slide. We also have the manufacturing and supply chain. And manufacturing companies with worldwide supply chain face currency risk from exchange rate volatility. You know what I mean by the fluctuations or the volatility is how wildly a currency increases in value and decreases in value, and it can be very volatile sometimes. Now, manufacturers can go ahead to hedge against this risk. Remember, hedging has to do with locking a certain amount and maintain manufacturing costs with currency techniques like forward contracts or options. This is going to help them maximize profits and compete globally. And an example is going to be the Dangote Group, a Nigerian conglomerate with interest in various industries, including manufacturing. Now, as they engage in international trade and have global supply chains, they leverage forex strategies to manage currency risk and ensure stable production costs for their diverse operations. Let's look at the next slide. We also have multinational corporations. And you can tell me an example of a multinational corporation. MNCs that have like a headquarters somewhere and have different branches. We have MultiChoice, DSTV. We know that. So multinational corporations conduct businesses in numerous nations and money systems. And to manage their exposure to foreign currencies, they use the forex market. MNCs frequently employ currency hedging techniques to lessen the risk brought on by currency swings, and they use forward contracts or currency options. Effective currency risk management allows these multinational corporations to safeguard earnings and maintain financial stability throughout their international corporations. Next slide. We also have the financial institutions, and this is where the forex market is heavily dependent on, because the institutions trade a high or a huge volume of money in the forex market, and they give their clients access to liquidity, they ease currency trading, and they provide a range of forex products and services. By engaging in trading and providing brokerage services and also charging transaction fees, financial institutions profit from the currency markets. Now, talking about transaction fees. So when you want to make a deposit or make a withdrawal with OctaFX or even make a trade, OctaFX doesn't charge you any transaction fee. You trade your money, you withdraw your money. You're not going to get charged any fee for depositing or for withdrawing your money. So in order to manage their own currency exposures and reduce risk, businesses also use forex derivatives for hedging. Next slide, please. We have the travel and tourism sector, which is highly reliant on the forex market. We have airlines, hotels, travel agencies, and other tourism-related enterprises that frequently work with clients from abroad and use different currencies. Their profitability and pricing strategies may be impacted by the fluctuations in exchange rates, and businesses in this sector can draw customers from several nations and efficiently manage their revenue streams by keeping an eye on currency fluctuations and adjusting prices accordingly. That's why most times when you see some agencies tell you, oh, let's go to Maldives or let's go to Seychelles, I know most of you single people cannot relate to these places, so let me use a place that everybody can relate to. So let's go to Kenya or where? So you see that the prices changes, right? So when they say, okay, let's go to this place for 950K, the next month you can see that it could be 1M or more than that, or even less than that. So they capitalize on these fluctuations and still make a profit from it. Next slide, please. Next slide. Okay, we also have commodity traders and businesses engaged in the trade of commodities such as oil, gas, precious metals like silver, and agricultural items use the forex market to control the currency risk inherent in their international operations. Changes in exchange rates can have a substantial influence on these organizations' costs and revenue streams because commodity prices are frequently quoted in the US dollar. So to reduce currency risk and maintain stable financial performance, they may use a variety of hedging strategies. So you see that next slide please. So you see that most companies just use hedging strategies to lock in a certain amount so that even if the market is volatile and the prices change, they've already locked in the prices. We also have some health tech companies that operate globally, like the telemedicine platforms or medical device manufacturers, and they often face currency risk due to the volatility in exchange rates. But these guys utilize forex strategies and they effectively manage their risk and optimize their financial performance. We have an example, Helium Health, a Nigerian tech startup that provides electronic medical record system and other healthcare management solutions. As they expand their operations across African countries, they employ forex risk strategy or currency risk strategies to manage their risk and optimize financial performance in different markets. Next slide. We also have the film and entertainment industry, and an example of this one is going to be Film One Entertainment. Everybody knows Film One. Okay, you know Film One. You watch a lot of movies. So Film One is a Nigerian film production and distribution company, and they collaborate with international partners, and as they do this, they may employ forex hedging strategies or techniques and safeguard their revenue from currency fluctuations and optimize returns on their international film distribution. Next slide. So you can see that most of the things that I've mentioned, or all these sectors, agriculture, oil and precious metals, health, travel and tourism, they all rely on the foreign exchange market. As long as you're going to relate internationally, you're going to participate in the foreign exchange market. So now I'm going to quickly talk about the unique tools that you can use for enhanced trading with OctaFX. Now, the forex market has moved from just being a place where currencies are transacted to an avenue for traders and investors to access various financial instruments such as cryptocurrencies and stocks, and you can trade this with the OctaFX app, which I'm going to talk about. These developments engender traders' participation and interest compared to previous times when it was mostly banks and financial institutions involved. So there was a time, I think before 1990, when most of forex trading became automated. What they normally do in those times would be they would call the financial institution and say, okay, lock in this price for me. How many of us have watched Wolf of Wall Street? You guys don't. You've watched Wolf of... I can count the hands, just one person. Well, okay, so you see that what they do in previous times will be they'll call in and say, lock this price, but now you can literally do it from your phone. You can literally place your trades, choose the price you want from your trade. And at OctaFX, we exist to provide outstanding services for accessing the forex market with year-on-year progress through constant improvements of the forex trading conditions. So at the end of the day, the forex market is an evolving market. There will be new things added, there will be new systems, and what we do at OctaFX is to make sure that we provide the tools that you need to access the financial markets. Can we go to the next slide? And the first one of these tools would be obviously the OctaFX app, because for you to access the markets, you need to have a trading account. Our trading platforms have made forex trading faster and more efficient. OctaFX, the app provides users with the ability to access multiple trading options You can also monitor your trading activity and manage your positions from anywhere. And this includes trading pending orders. So you can literally place a trade and probably go and watch Champions League or go on a date with your boyfriend and your trade is still going to be active. It's going to close automatically. It's going to, you get your financial result automatically. So you don't always have to start monitoring your phone. This makes it possible for traders to respond immediately to changing market conditions and carry out transactions quickly. Next slide, please. So this is one of the tools we have. The first one you will come across, which is the OctaFX trading app. And we also have an analytics session on the website where you can get updated on what's going on economically in different countries. You also have news alerts and notifications that we send trade ideas to your phone so you can go about your day life, and we have experts that trade the market and send you notifications about what we're seeing and what we're trying to trade, so you can trade that yourself and still make your profit as we make our profit. We have the profit calculators for you to calculate how much you want to make on a trade. We also have market insights that are being released every week to keep you updated with market trends. So if we have a forecast or there's something we're expecting this week, you can tune into the OctaFX YouTube channel and take part in this market insights. It's also going to be sent to your app. If you use the OctaFX app, we send you notifications where you can understand what exactly is going on in the Forex market. Can we go to the next slide? We have the copy trading app as well, which is also a beautiful app, and this is for people that don't have time to access the market. The copy trading app helps you as a trader to earn additional stable income by copying more experienced traders. And there are a lot of traders in the copy trading app. So what you can do is check every one of them and see the one that you like his trading style. It's all transparent on the app. You can see how much they've made over time, yearly, monthly, all time. The results are all transparent, and you can see the minimum investment option, and you can copy these traders. So basically how it works is when they place a trade, it's automatically being placed on your own trading account. So if you can go about your work, you can go to work, go about your day life, and just connect your account to a master trader's account. And as they trade, it's also traded on your own account as well. So that's a good advantage of the copy trading app. Can we go to the next slide, please? We also have the Auto Chartist MetaTrader plugin, and this has to do with the insights as well, but it's more technical because we're showing you the patterns that we're seeing, the candlesticks, and the forecast as well. So this is like an automated notification that tells you what the experts are seeing in the market. It delivers real-time trading opportunities straight to your trading terminal, and you can see the chart patterns and trends in just one click. And this is actually good for beginner traders because most times when you come into the market, some of the things that you see can be very complicated. But with the Auto Chartist MetaTrader plugin, and it's free, it's just going to show you the things that you're not seeing in the market. So for example, right now, you're seeing a bullish channel, right? But if you're a beginner trader, you can come in and this can be confusing for you. So the Auto Chartist MetaTrader plugin is going to simplify and bring to sight most of these things that you may not see in the market. You would also receive daily market reports on each session direct to your inbox. Next slide, please. And at OctaFX, we also have multiple deposit and withdrawal options. As you can see right here, you can choose whichever one of them is more convenient for you. I personally love to use the instant bank transfer because it's just like making a mobile transfer and it goes directly to your account. And you can also withdraw from or using any one of these options as well. So with the introduction of payment gateways and digital currencies, OctaFX provides multiple options for deposit and a withdrawal for you guys. You can use NetDollar, Skrill, you can use digital currencies, you can use the mobile transfer easily. Next slide, please. We also have the educational section, and this is the one I love the most because, like I said earlier, when you want to start trading, some of the things that you see on the charts can be complicated. If you open a Forex chart, you're going to see a lot of candlesticks, a lot of patterns, and a lot of numbers, and it can be confusing. But with the OctaFX official YouTube channel, you can see the OctaFX Forex Broker, you get access to these educational videos by trading experts, and we release these videos every day. new videos every day, new trading sessions. We also have live trading sessions where you can copy trades and not just copy trades, but understand exactly how a trader is analyzing the market. So you see the full analysis, you see how he's getting this and getting that, and you can utilize that to make your own trading decisions and also learn and create your own strategies. Okay, I know. Let's put our hands together for her. Okay, we're going to have a workshop, I think on the 30th of this month. So you can equally use the OxFS Forex Broker channel, YouTube channel, and register for the workshop. It's free. I'm going to be trading live and also teaching you guys more. Like I said, we can't learn everything today, so we'll just continue from there. And if you have any questions or concerns, or you want to be a trader and use Forex money to fund other businesses that you want to have, I'm going to be at the booth for a few minutes, and then you can come there and interact with me. Next slide, please. Let's see if there's any other thing. Okay, I want to take one question before I go. Is there any question? Okay, you're just going to come to the booth so she doesn't get angry. Anybody else should come to the booth if you have questions. Thank you very much. I was coming, nobody clapped. I'm going, nobody clapped. I'm not going to leave if you don't clap.
Please, let's put our hands together for him. Thank you.
My name is Philip Ofei. I'm speaking on behalf of iInvest. I just want to showcase what you can do with our platform. Please.
Do you know what I love about success? It's not the luxury cars, exotic vacations, or even the admiration of others, because those are just byproducts of something far more powerful, and that is the power of clarity. When I started my career, I knew I had to be in control of my finances to achieve my goals, and that's when I discovered iInvest. With iInvest, I can invest in fixed income securities, equities, and other investment instruments with ease. And the best part, I can manage my portfolio from anywhere, anytime. And that's how I secured the bag.
And here's the plot twist. I'm not just living salt because of my hard work. I'm also living proof that anyone can achieve financial freedom.
So guys, don't just dream it. Download the iInvest app now and start securing your bag.
That was brief. I know what we're thinking now is that who doesn't want to secure the bag, right? Everybody wants to be able to live the life they want to live. But I'm just going to briefly show you how you can actually secure the bag with iInvest. Please, can you move to the next slide? The question I will be asking is, what does the soft life mean to you? When you think about, oh, I want to live like the life I dream, what does it mean to you? Is it, can you move to the next slide? Is it traveling to, like, taking a vacation or taking a trip to Maldives? Or is it having a destination wedding, that wedding you dream about? But how can you achieve this with the income you make every month? Because sometimes it might seem too outrageous to actually save up all this money and then go for these trips or have a destination wedding. And next slide. Or this, are you dreaming to buy a new car? Whether Mercedes. What I think about in having a luxury car would be Mercedes for me. And next slide, please. Yeah, most people's dream is to actually retire when they're 40 or 50 and then like ball till they're 100. But we look at people like Bill Gates, how we hear that, oh, this person sleeps today and wake up tomorrow by making over millions of dollars, but how are they doing it? And what I think about all of this is that you need to have the right information or be in the right clique. But I'm here to tell you that with iInvest, like, we have the right information to actually tell you how to make wealth. You're already working so hard. Why do I have to spend all the money I have? And why don't my money work for me as well? Because most of these rich people we see today, what they do is actually take the money they already have and invest it into something. And that money they have, they don't even need to spend from this money. They can keep spending the dividends from that investment they make. But how do you get that information to know the right investment to actually do, right? Where do you see those investments that are almost risk-free, that are without any, like you're not scared of losing your money? But that's what iInvest is offering you. Can you move to the next slide, please? Yeah. What I'm trying to say here is like dreaming about the soft life is easy. I'm just sitting on my bed fantasizing about how to actually make money or how to actually let my money work for me. But how are you going to secure that money, or how are you going to get that money is actually a different kind of fish on its own. It's like what I said earlier, having like knowing where to get that information or the right partner or the right investment options to choose from is hard. But with iInvest, we are bring all of these things into one place. You can see how to invest. Like, can you go to the next slide, please? You can see how to invest. You can see all the news you need to have to make the right investment option. Like, I just listed 3 options here for you to know that these are the things that would enable you, like, live that dream life you have. It's like the right discipline. What it's talking about is like, if I'm thinking I need to save money, right? It's not just okay to save the money. I can carry those money, put it in my bank. But what does it do? We know how the banking sector in Nigeria works, that if I keep 1,000 naira today in my bank, by the end of the month, the bank has taken up at least 50 naira for, what's it called? SMS alert. And then by the end of the month, you are having lesser than the money you put in your bank. Or you put your money inside something and put it under your bed. Something can happen to this money. It's not secure there, right? You need to know the right things to do, have the right opportunities and the right well partner, which is iInvest. I'm trying to tell you, iInvest can actually bring all of these things together in the right place, like giving you all the information you need to actually make a soft life or live a soft life. Can you go to the next one? Yeah, finding the right investment opportunities. What I'm trying to say now is like, what are these information I spoke about, like having the right information to know what to invest and how to invest on those things? I mean, iInvest has a platform where we have put all of these things so easy for you. Great user interface, user experience is top notch, and you don't even need anybody to teach you how to do all of these things with all the products we're offering on our platform, right? And I came up with these strategies that you can easily use the iInvest app. The first thing for you to do is to plan, explore the various investment options that are suitable for you. You find the right investments to put your money on. You can manage and track your progress. You can actually see your portfolio and know what your money is doing every day, right? As opposed to keeping your money in the bank, if you put your money on iInvest or find the right investment option to use on iInvest, the money actually grows every day and reap your reward and secure the bag, which is everybody's dream, right? We want to actually secure the bag. So now, I'm just going to show you, this is what iInvest overview looks like. We have things like stock of the month. You can actually trade stocks on iInvest. We have the how-to series, how you can watch. We have a learning series on YouTube that you can see all the things you need to do on iInvest. We also have the funding. You can invest, you can save, you can buy bills. You can also trade financial instruments like fixed deposits, commercial papers, euro bonds. You can do stock as well. Can you move to the next slide, please? So one of the options of the financial instruments I'm trying to talk about is the investment option you can do. With fixed deposit notes, you can make your money work for you. Like, as opposed to keeping your money in the bank. Like, what you're doing, you're already saving your money in the bank, right? But now, instead of like keeping that money just to sit in your account, if you put that same money on this product, you can have options of up to 15% per annum, right? But like, let's say, can you go to the next slide? I'm just going to show you an illustration of what is the difference between those two things. Like, you have 1 million naira in your bank, and this is what you can do in 5 years with iInvest. This is the bank. This illustration here, you can see it moving almost on a straight line. On the first year, you have about 12,500 naira on top of your 1 million. By the end of 5 years, you have just 63,000 naira at the end of 5 years. But look at what happens with iInvest. If you have 1 million naira, at the first year, you already have over 140,000, which is already above 63,000 that you have from the bank. And by the end of the year, you almost have 100% of the money you put in iInvest 5 years ago. This is what financial freedom could do. And you know what you can do with such amount of money. Can you move to the next slide, please? We also have other options of investments, like savings. The same, with savings now, you can decide when to put your money and when to take your money out. Like you see, we have different ways you can set up your savings. You can customize it. That, every month or every day or every year, I want to save this particular amount of money. You know, the funny thing is automatic. You don't even have to keep remembering to put the money in this platform. It just automatically takes the money. Like, you can also have up to 10% extra savings. Like, if I say, okay, I want to save for this particular vacation, I have 1 million naira to do that in 4 months. If I put this, I should be able to get 10% of that money in 4 months from iInvest, as opposed to just putting the money somewhere in your bank. Like, how can it get better than that? Can you move it to the next episode? Yeah, just the same thing I showed you earlier. With savings, the same thing happens with your bank. But with iInvest, the same progression goes. You get over 10% of your savings in 5 years. And in 5 years, you can get over 610,000 naira after your savings is vested. Can you move to the next slide, please? Yeah, I mean, talk about stocks. We all know what stock is. It's having a chunk of a company. Like, when the company makes money, you're making money. If I want to trade in MTN today, or Zenibank, if I buy stock from Zenibank, at the end of the year, Zenibank also, we always hear about all the amount of money they have made from all the trading. You can also get money from trading their stocks or buying their stocks. On iInvest, we have like top performing stocks. We can show you, we can guide you and tell you, these are the best stocks to buy this month. These are the stocks that are doing well. With a good chart, you can also see what are the best stocks or what are the progressions of these stocks. Dividend-paying stocks, high dividends, stock history, market updates, top stock picks, and stock prices. All of these things are to help you know the best stocks to choose from. And we also have like news platform we also have a news platform where you can see the stocks that are actually doing or where you can see financial information on what the stocks are actually doing better that you can buy. I mean, iInvest is secured. You're not scared of losing your money because we have ISO certified, and the SEC, the Security Exchange Commission, is also licensed us, and PCI that your data are safe with us. Can you move to the next slide, please? Yeah, I mean, to follow us, you can follow us on all the platforms and learn from iInvest YouTube. I mean, if you want to learn more about this, because of time, I'm not able to go deep into all of the smaller details. But we have a stand somewhere there, and we can show you quickly how to actually make this money and live the soft life that you deserve to live. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So right now we'll be having the demo with Anchor. Okay. Anchor will be coming right on stage for their demo.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. The reason why I'm trying not to back anybody, is because I want us to actually have a conversation. I'm Gerald from Anchor, Gerald Black from Anchor. And basically what we do is called banking as a service, right? It's not new, but in this context, a lot of people have not, really heard what banking as a service is, right? So first of all, allow me explain the concept of banking as a service, because I'm sure when you hear about this, you're probably wondering, is it a bank? Are you offering banking services? What exactly are you doing, right? So when we refer to banking as a service and embedded finance, we're basically talking about the tools, the infrastructure, everything you need to launch a fintech product, right? So say for example, you're trying to build a digital bank for gig workers, right? And you're trying to skip the entire process of having to build partnerships directly with banks, or trying to get your own license, or trying to get all those regulatory compliant requirements, you can easily come to a company like Anchor, and you can embed our APIs, you can embed our tools, and you can just launch in a couple of days without having to. And of course, something that is also very important to note is it is not an app, because I get that question a lot. It is not your front end. You're still going to have to build, your app, or build your customer experience and build all of that. But what happens behind the scene that's actually powering that app when you're trying to issue NDIC insured bank accounts, or enable your customers carry out transfers and all of that, right? So next slide. All right, so Anchor is a platform for building and embedding financial services in Africa, just like I mentioned, right? So if you're looking to build a digital bank, or if you're looking to build a particular fintech product targeting a particular niche, you can come directly to Anchor, integrate with us, and launch in just a couple of days. Or if you already have an existing platform and you're looking to roll out, let's say, for example, bills payment. You want people to be able to buy airtime, you want people to be able to pay bills from your already existing platform. You just come and integrate, and you can, offer your customers those services. Next slide. All right, so, you're probably wondering, how does this work, right? Now, you can see on the left side, we definitely work with financial institutions. We are also working with an MFB license. We have a microfinance bank of ours, right? And, we've done all the work you need to do, right? So once you come in, you can see we're the connecting infrastructure in the middle. So all you need to do is you integrate with us. You don't need to go back to try, building the relationships, getting your license, building the compliance, and all of that, right? And then, of course, you are the brand, you are the merchant or the developer that is trying to integrate. Once you are able to integrate our connecting infrastructure, you can now offer any kind of financial product you are thinking about to your end customers, right? Including investments, including bills payments, just like I mentioned. Next slide. All right, so you're probably thinking, why Anchor, right? Like I mentioned, I'll just give you bullet points because of time. You can build and launch faster. Compliance as a service, you don't have to worry about, what am I doing? Is it legal? Do I have to get a license? And all of that. We are providing all of that for you. It's scalable, it's secure. You can fully customize your solution for your customers. You can own your customers, right? Because we're strictly B2B and then to X, anybody you want to serve. So we are not directly interacting with your customers. You still own your customers. And of course, you can build a complete solution. Next slide. All right, so this is just to give you an idea of the product suite. First we have accounts. These are NDIC insured bank accounts that you can issue to customers. Of course, you can offer savings and investment products. You can, offer your customers the ability to move money and make payments. You can offer cards to your customers, debit cards, virtual or physical, and of course, you can offer credit as well. Next slide. All right, so I'll just run you quickly through the products. Like I mentioned, you can offer bank accounts. Next. You can also offer, so in some use cases, customers want to offer wallets to their customers. Like, let's say you have, let me use a ride-hailing platform. For example, you want customers to be able to fund their wallets, right? And when you get to the place that you're supposed to get to, the wallet just gets auto-debited without them having to initiate a payment. Next slide. You can also offer virtual account number to your customers for collection. These days we see a lot of use cases where, at the point of checkout, if people don't want to use cards, they can also use virtual account numbers. So you can issue dynamic virtual account numbers to your customers where they make payments, and then of course there's instant reconciliation for those payments. Next slide. You can also carry out interbank transfers with our APIs. Next slide. Book transfers, that's within your ecosystem, and it's completely free. There are no charges involved when you have to transfer from, within our platform. Next slide. You can also carry out bulk transfers and payouts, to different customers, with our APIs. Next slide. Like I mentioned, saving and investments as well. Next. And of course, I mentioned, for virtual account numbers, I specifically talked about this use case where, at the point of checkout, you can pay with transfer instead of using your card. And then, of course, your customers can enjoy that very seamless process. Next. You can also carry out KYC on your customers using our APIs, right? So whether you are relating with customers or businesses, you can KYC them. Next slide. And of course, you can also issue virtual cards. With our APIs, you can integrate and you can issue virtual cards to your customers for them to seamlessly carry out transactions. Next. You can skip this. Next. Credit as well, like I mentioned. I'm racing because of time. I was informed that I have just 5 minutes. So next slide. Okay, you can skip this as well. Yeah, so what are some of the benefits you get from integrating with Anchor? First of all, it's fast and secure, like I mentioned. You get instantaneous value for using our services. You can get upfront payment for collection services from your customers. And of course, customer retention is very key because you're able to offer them a very seamless customer experience. All right, next. These are just some of the brands that we currently work with today, right? And we'll be definitely excited to work with you. So if you are looking to launch the next big thing in Africa, for payments, financial inclusion, or whatever the case may be, just come to Anchor. We have our booth right there on the right, on my right. You can talk to me, talk to any of my colleagues, and we'll be definitely happy to talk with you. Thank you very much.